we're trying something a little bit different today. I'm going to use a selfie stick. It used to be mounted to a shelf over there, but, oh man, that's itchy. Kids kept climbing on it and it just wasn't working. So, today I wanted to talk a little bit about some, I don't know, I guess it's a pet peeve or frustration of mine, but every time there's a new president, there's always complaints. People who are I don't know. Well, this time, even before the election, there was just so much fighting. And I thought to myself, what does it matter? Your individual life isn't going to change that much. And the President of the United States doesn't have that much authority. Now, they've been able to gain a lot of authority through executive orders and things like that they shouldn't have. But the checks and balances that are in place stop the president from making huge changes in your life. Now, your local governments can make changes that make a bigger difference. But even then, it's not going to be huge changes. So, I don't know, that frustrates me sometimes because it's like the big differences in your life aren't going to come from outside, aren't going to come from other people. That's just excuse. Excuses. The things that are really going to change your life are things that, decisions that you make on how you are going to live. And that's what my channel is about. It's about me taking a look at my life and saying, I'm going to decide to change. I'm going to decide that it's time to live a more fruitful and a better life. I thought I'd be able to keep this steady, but I'm just bouncing all over the place. That's okay. And I'm still itching like crazy. What is that? Oh, pink eye, do I? I think my colors are a little off anyway. Okay. So, I'm doing stuff to change my life, and I want to talk a little bit about that today. First of all, these videos, I'm making these videos every day, and it's taking time. It's, sometimes I get to the end of the day, and I'm like, oh crap, I haven't done my video yet. And I think about it throughout the day, so that I'm not just standing up here and rambling, though sometimes I'll get a plan of what I want to talk about, and then I'll stand up in here and ramble about something completely different anyway. I'm trying to learn more through reading, and I talked a little bit about that yesterday, trying to get a good study habit going. And I'm going to talk some more about what I'm going to do in my life physically, because we all know that you're supposed to eat right and exercise, but actually doing it, it's a little bit hard. We all accept a little bit of cognitive dissonance, just because it's hard. And sometimes we need to kick ourselves in the butt and say, you know what, it doesn't matter. A better life is worth it. So, anyway, we'll talk about that later. Physical health, anyway. But, you know, we need to worry about our mental health as well. How healthy are we financially? Most of us do terrible in that area. And so, I wanted to look at all the different areas of my life and just be like, I can make a difference. I can change. I know that I can. And it's not going to take a new president or, it doesn't matter whether the president's a Democrat or Republican or independent or anything else. What matters is what am I doing? If I'm not doing anything with my life, if I'm just going to a job every day, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the president does. I'm still going to pay taxes. Just life doesn't change that much. But if I'm taking on myself to change my life, to live in a way where maybe I can provide for other people, I can provide jobs. Governments can't do that. That's not their role. But I can, and I can take that responsibility on. If I can do that, not only am I going to make a difference in my life, I'm going to make a difference in the life of my employees. That's cool. So, it's hard because it's scary to take your life in your own hands and be like, you know what, I'm going to quit a job and try and survive on my own. That's a little scary, because what happens? What happens if you get sick? You don't have sick days. But it is what it is. That's what the productive life is. This is, I have this board up here of kind of descriptive words. A lot of these are words that other people have used to kind of describe a different kind of life. Okay? And it's funny because when I was writing this the other day, my little girl Fiona, she came up and she just reached up and quietly erased this one with her hand. Like, no, Daddy, you don't need to be rich. I don't really need to be a millionaire either to live a different kind of life. It's not about money. It's about taking your life in your hands and saying, I choose to live differently. And that's hopefully what I can do. I'm still working a job every day, and that's why it makes it a little harder to get these videos up. But finding time to study, to exercise, to learn about my local governments and what they're doing, to try and make these videos worth watching. I'm still working on that one. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm like, just thinking, all of the things that I intended to say in this video, none of it's coming out. I'm kind of rambling again. It's okay. Finding time to do all those things to make your life meaningful and not just day-to-day grind, it's a challenge. But that's okay. Because I'm dedicated to it, and I'm going to get better at it. Because every day I keep practicing. Every day I'm looking and saying, okay, what can I do better? So one of these days I want to get out. I think what I'll do is take a whole week and talk about the different areas of my life and the goals that I want to set in each area. And then periodically I'll talk about those goals and how I'm doing. Am I getting anywhere? We had as we filed taxes this year, we made a plan of how we were going to use that money strategically and apply it to our debts to get out of debt. And we had the plan probably 4 or 5 weeks before we got our tax return. And it was still, once we got the money, and we knew exactly where it was going to go, and we started putting the money into the different accounts and applying it towards different debts. When you do that, it just goes like that. boom, it's gone. But that was the plan, pay off debts. And it's hard to see the money just go away, and then all of a sudden, okay, no, I don't have any extra money this month. But my numbers look good. Well, they look better than they did before. Small things, small things. We're getting there. Yeah, I don't know. All right, guys. I think I'm going to start rambling too much, but I'll try and get something really good for the next video. I'm going to be talking about health. Maybe I'll do some running or something. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.